Now this app module file is certainly interesting though. I told you that the bootstrap array here is important for telling Angular 2 what the root component of this application is. So with which component your application should get started. But we also have some other properties here, or what's actually happening in this file. Well, we export a class, AppModule, and notice that this class doesn't have any content. Instead, we add a decorator, like we did on the component with the component decorator. Now here it's the ngModule decorator, which gets imported from Angular core. Now in this ngModule, we basically set up what the components of our application are. And with components, I mean parts, not just the components we create here, but also other parts which you will learn about in this course. So we tell Angular 2 what belongs to our app. So what do the other properties besides Bootstrap do then? Declarations declares which directives, or later on also pipes, you use in your application. Now components are just directives. Directives are instructions telling Angular 2 what to do, and components are such instructions. I will come back to the difference and similarities between directives and components in the directives module in this course. So we have our declarations area here, which basically tells Angular 2 which components do I use throughout my application. Now, right now that's only one component, the app component, but I will soon start adding other components to this array. The imports area here tells Angular 2 which other modules do I use. Now, we only create one module, but Angular 2 ships with some predefined modules. The browser module is an important one as it has some basic functionalities our application will need, some built-in directives and so on. So we will always need the browser module. The forms module is needed when working with input fields, with form-related things. And the HTTP module is needed when working with, well, HTTP access. So theoretically right now, these two modules aren't needed, but we can also leave them there. The providers array on the end is used if we want to have application-wide services. Now, if you don't know what that is, that's absolutely okay. I'll come back to this in the services module. This is the app module basically telling Angular 2 of which parts our application consists. We will sometimes need to add something here, mostly to the declarations array, but most of the time we will leave this file alone and work in other files.